Hey guys, Bob Moses here, and today we're playing San Andreas Multiplayer on the Welcome to Los Santos 2 server, and we're going to be doing a little tutorial for the Vagos House Raid, which is quite a cool heist. It's one of the few that don't give you stars for it, so I thought it'd be quite cool to do tutorial, both the setup and the heist itself. So there's two setups we need to do. The first one being the drug shipment. We need to take us some gangsters, get a phone, which is going to be the first one we're going to do. And it is the only one of the two setups that gives you stars. So just be aware of that. You know, you're going to be in Los Santos, obviously lots of cops around. So just be careful while you do that. We're just going to speed it up as we head through to Little Mexico near the airport. And we're going to take out some dealers over there. The dealers don't actually really have a lot of good guns. They only got handguns on them, so you don't have to worry too much about them. You can probably be less cautious than me and just head in there with AKs or something like that. But I'm just going to take them out from a distance. And then the last guy you're going to need to take out is just a little bit around the corner. And he's the most important one. He's the guy who has the phone that we need to get. And once we've collected that phone, we're going to need to call the supplier and find out where the drugs are. So we're going to get the bike or our getaway vehicle, and we're going to get close, because as soon as we pick up that phone, we're going to get the stars on us. So just make sure you've got your getaway car close by. I'm going to pick up some of the cash because I'm broke. And then once you grab the phone, you can call the supplier right now if you wanted to, but I would recommend just going to go evade first, and that's what I'm going to do. And I tried this once before, a few minutes before this, and unfortunately, as you can see on screen, I did get busted. So fair enough, I was in my vortex. I probably should have been on the NRG, but cops are around, so just be careful the way you do that. And yeah, I'm just going to head through to Santa Maria, which is kind of the more chilled pay and spray. There's usually less cops camping out. And we're just going to go in there and evade, get the stars off you. Although I don't think you actually have to get them off you to finish this setup, but I'm just going to do it to be on the safe side. And then once we've sprayed, we're just going to bring up the phone by pressing Y. And then in your contacts, the very first one will be the supplier. And we're going to phone them, and they're going to let us know where the drugs are. And then I'm just going to skip ahead, because all we need to do is get back. And then that setup's complete. Then we're going to start the next setup, which is to get the uniforms or the Vagos gang outfits, as well as the getaway vehicle. And this one's also pretty easy, to be honest. You don't get any stars either. So all we need to do is silently take out some gang members. So if you've done some of the other heists, you know, to do it silently, you need either a silenced weapon, or if you don't have one, then you can just go up behind them and then you'll knife them in the neck and get what you need. So I'm also just speeding this one up, so you don't have to watch me walking around finding these guys. You're just going to go up behind them, knife them. You'll automatically collect the clothes once you've knifed them, so you don't have to worry about trying to find anything or pressing Alt to get anything off them. Creep up behind, knife, and then you're good. And then the last guy is in the underground car park. If you've ever done turfing in this area, that's like a proper bunker down there. So yeah, you're just going to go down, you're going to knife the guy, and then the last thing we need to do is steal the vehicle. You want to be a little bit careful with this getaway vehicle, because unlike other ones, it doesn't have any armor or anything like that. So, you know, it is kind of possible to break it up. That house back there is where we're going to be doing the heist, by the way. And once that's done, setup's complete, and it's ready for the heist. But just before we do the heist, I just wanted to show you guys something. A little bit down the road from the Vagos heist location, there is this lockup. And if you've never bought a lockup before, basically they're really cheap and it allows you to drop off stuff. So things like burglary is a good example, but also your heist stuff. So once you've done the heist, you don't have to go all the way back to your house. You can just drop it off over there. But my house is just down the road, so I'm not too worried about that. Cool, and finally it's heist time. So I've got my bro OG Tom, who's going to head over to the board. And you can see it's a pretty good take. That's mainly because it's during Halloween, so we're getting some extra money for that. It's also why my head was looking so weird earlier. And I'm just going to speed this bit up as well, so you don't have to watch me get into the location. But we're just going to head down, pick up the getaway vehicle. Again, doesn't have armor, so just be a little careful with it. And then we're going to head through to the Vagos house, which is the same house as the Vagos HQ. So if you've ever done turfing for them, you know where their HQ is. So yeah, we're just going to park off. I'm also going to grab a screenshot while we're here so that I can use that for the thumbnail. And then it's action time. So it's a pretty simple heist to do. There's kind of two parts to it. The first one is we need to find the drugs in the house. And to do that, we're just going to go room to room. You'll see there's a marker on the map. So it's pretty chilled. We're going to do downstairs and then upstairs. Once you've picked up all the cocaine, which you'll see in a second, there's going to be some Vagos that spawn in and you need to be careful. So when you're doing this with multiple people, I would recommend that you ask everyone just to stay in that back room over there where most of the drugs are. And only one at a time you go down and take out the Vagos that are going to try and kill you on the way out. Because every time you get hit, you are going to lose some of the money that you've taken in the heist. I did get shot a couple of times during this heist, but it wasn't too bad, so I just kept on going. But yeah, you just want to be really careful. Use an assault rifle for this one. I usually use a sniper rifle to take out the NPCs, but when you're in a close range like this, shotguns or assault rifle is the way to go. And try go for headshots. There's one guy that spawns in here on the right. He's the guy you really want to be careful about. The rest of them are pretty easy to take care of, but definitely try do this one at a time. You don't want people getting in the way of your shots, and you just want to take it nice and slow, check your corners very carefully, and then try go for headshots all the way out. There's probably about another 7 guys down here, so you are going to have to work your way through quite slowly, and yeah, just focus on the headshots and you're going to be all good. They only have small arms like 9mm and micros and Tech 9s, so they're not going to do a lot of damage for you. So it's not like that meat locker heist or meat factory, I can't remember what it's called, up in Las Venturas, where you get totally wasted by the NPCs. These guys aren't too bad to deal with. So even if you do get hit, like I'm going to get shot now in a second, it's not too bad. You're not going to lose too much money for it, so don't stress too much about it. And yeah, we're just going to slowly work our way through the house. I'm going to take the left side, and then OG Tom will take the right side, and we just clear it out. But it turned out in the direction I was going, other than this guy in the kitchen, there's actually no one that you need to take out, so it's all good. And yeah, OG Tom will take the right side. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think there's 1 or 2 more guys that OG Tom will take care of, and then it's all easy. And the nice thing is, again, there's no stars for this heist, so it's actually kind of one of the easier heists to do, especially in terms of Los Santos. You know, there's always so many cops around. But for us, it was pretty easy. We lost a little bit of cash on the way out, but I'm not stressed about it. And our drop-off is just down the road again, so it's all easy. And if you had the lockup, it's also just down this way, so don't need to worry about it. And yeah, that's going to be it. That's going to be some good cash, especially because of the Halloween bonuses that were on. And I hope you enjoyed that. If you've got any advice, please leave a comment down below. And until next time, this is Bob Moses signing out for SAMP Stories.